And then I talked to Matt because he's got his head done, and he's like, no, it wasn't bad. And I was
my
like,
easiest one.
yeah. He's like, yeah, it was great. And I was like, okay, cool. And yeah, no, it was not cool. It was not cool at all, dude. Like,
That surprised me though when you said that was the most painful area you ever got tattooed on was on the butt cheeks. I didn't expect that at all.
Tailbone, palms. They are real.
Ooh, I remember
similar.
the palms, seeing the look on your face. Yeah,
I was shaking.
Yeah,
literally shaking. But those were the two worst for me. And yeah, the tailbone, I was literally like curling backwards.
Yeah,
fighting that. Like,
I can't believe your palm healed so well.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Show that to the camera.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised at that too.
Shout out Kayla Gibson.
Kayla Gibson.
Yep.
Fucking Strayco.
Yep. She can do that. She can tattoo palms and make it stick.
Yeah.
Most people can't.
Crazy. I mean, I got artist hands. I got baby soft.
Yeah.
Smooth
hands.
baby.
Yeah.
Got lotion every day on them.
You wear glove with lotion.
Yeah.
This one's for my lady.
Yeah, this is my working hand. This one's for my lady.
I did a pizza slice on like the corner of this dude's palm, and he had just like big out. He was like a huge guy that just had like concrete.
Oh,
yeah, they don't stick it. It just sheds off at that point.
It's like all dead.
it still hurts him though.
Yeah.
I had a dude where I did his knuckles. Do you remember that when I was an apprentice? Like I did like a cover up because his shit said tit clit bong hit.
That's
You remember that?
Yeah, tit clit
I was
bong
like,
hit.
yo, you gotta cover this. And yeah, I just did like sea creatures over it, but he was like screaming. But I mean, that's not your palm, but his shit was disgusting. Like he had some of the nastiest hands I've ever seen. No offense. Like the ones you were covering were really cool, but like his shit, like the dead skin on there was like it was like concrete. But he was like in so much pain. I'm like, how do you have that much dead skin on you?
I have a buddy that does tile, and we tattooed his all the way down to the fingertips.
Ooh.
And yeah, he has like calluses on the sides of his hands that I was chopping through.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I don't know if this is even gonna stick, but I'm gonna dig in there on that callus. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Try to get below that dead layer.
Yeah,
Literally.
he was shaking.
I heard the hands hurt a lot. I don't know. I had my knuckles done a while back, but had them removed. And I don't remember them being like
They're not that
any
bad.
more painful than
The knuckles
other
aren't
areas.
that bad.
For me, it was like most painful areas is like the ribs and the sternum. I feel like the ribs, especially up towards the armpit, like this area of the ribs.
Your shit goes real close to your armpit, bro.
Some
I'm
of it
scared
goes
of that
into the
spot.
armpit.
Mine was bad right there. Like
Hurts
the
a lot.
under chest. Yeah.
Yeah, under these little smiles under the pecs.
Yeah.
That hurts a lot.
Sometimes it depends on the tattooer as well.
True.
Like just their application process.
Hand
Like
motions.
there's certain dude like traditional tattoos are like beat in there. They're just driving
They don't care.
in there.
They don't care about your life.
They don't care about
Kayla on your
soul.
hands.
Oh. She did. Surprisingly, she has a light touch for being a traditional.
She does
For
have a
real?
light touch.
Yeah,
I've been
she's
tattooed by
fast.
too.
Yeah.
she's
Oh
really
yeah,
fast.
on your wrist, huh?
I've had other traditional tattooers tattoo me, and
They
oh
just
my
you up.
god, it was like it's awful.
Ugh.
Not the most painful, but for her, for being a traditional artist, she does actually really.
Well, that's good,
Good motions,
honestly, especially on your palms.
I got
Ugh.
tattooed by Chima when it wasn't too painful. I wouldn't say he had a light or a heavy hand. It was pretty average. And he was efficient with it and tattooed like a traditional artist, and it wasn't that bad. But it was inside of the calf, which for some people hurts a lot, but for me, the calves, they feel like the arms.
Okay.
I feel like they're not that bad.
Lucky.
What about you, Adam? What's the most painful one?
My knees, like the sides of my kneecaps.
That was
sides
the
of
worst one?
Kneecaps were pretty rough.
You got that done pretty recently.
Yeah, probably
Like
about
last 6
a year
months.
ago. Maybe a couple of years ago now.
Where'd you get there?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I have like a panther on this side, and then I have a lucky cat on the inside.
Oh, nice.
But it's pretty good size, and then I have just like one like on the inside of my thigh. It's all my legs are. All 2 of my legs are like it's mainly just like traditional, just like American and Japanese traditional stuff.
Nice.
I would say the inside of the thigh hurt bad, like working. I think I saw you the day after I got tattooed, and I was like, bro, it's hard to walk right now. Like I need to like sit down.
Yeah, and it's not even like you're a big guy where you got chafing going on because thighs are rubbing a whole lot or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think just being smaller, it's closer to bone. So like when you're getting tattooed by those traditional artists, it really does feel like it. Like, dude, my bones are like tattooed. Like I put money on that. Like when I die, like my shit.
I think there's honestly like a difference
They're
between
engraved.
thin skin and like meaty areas as far as the pain tolerance levels, because I'm good with like thin skin on bone, but if I get tattooed in a meaty area like my butt cheek,
hurts you worse.
People tell me that their butt cheeks hurt all the time. Like, I'll tattoo somebody's butt cheek and they're like, that really hurt.
I just tattooed one the other day on this girl, and like she said she was chilling the whole time.
Dude, everybody's so different too. That's a huge thing.
Like my elbows, my shins, my head, they weren't bad for me.
Yeah.
Same here. Elbows weren't bad.
But like my butt cheek.
Side of your head tattoo.
Yeah, my butt cheeks though, or my stomach. Oh my God.
Stomach wasn't too bad for me. The middle of the stomach didn't hurt too bad, but the outskirts, when it starts to turn into the ribs and the chest, that square,
the floor
and the bottom too, the under the belly button and all that, and around the belly button, that hurts too.
Closer to the groin.
Yeah. So, but the middle of the stomach is actually not too bad for me, at least.
Yeah.
Just like most of that, like front panel, abdomen area. Yeah, that's got to be pretty tough. Sternum. I would say like elbows are kind of tough because I'm super bony, so like the inside of my elbow,
that inside
like, getting,
and like
all in here,
all
inner
that.
bicep.
That's why I don't
doesn't feel good.
Well, yeah, dude, that's literally like my bone like sticks out right here, and I felt every bit of that.
Yeah, mine aren't done. I'm like
my chest, dude, my chest hurts so bad. I was like 16 and I got tattooed by this like super like paisa fool over in the trailer park across the street from my mom's house. And he was like sick as actually, but dude, I was sitting on like a metal chair like that. His wife's doing nails next to me. There's like the dogs, the pit bulls are just running around like right like sniffing me and shit. Dude didn't speak a word of English. Like
real hood.
He's all just blasting my chest. And I was like so like just skin and bones. Like I was like, I'm small now, you know, so if you can imagine, I'm 30 now. I was 16 at the time. Just like, dude, it was brutal.
Chest hurt a lot for me too. I was 19 when I got my chest done, and that was extremely painful. That was like the first like sizable tattoo that I got was my chest panel, and it was brutal. Like at some points, like it felt like, is this fool trying to hurt me on purpose? That's how you know you're starting to sit bad.
They're like frustrated or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
your
he's
whole
doing
chest
this.
is
Like
done
he's hurting
too.
me.
Yeah, you almost feel like the little urge of like, is this personal? Is he fucking making it out? As soon as those thoughts start creeping into your mind, that's how you know like, oh, I'm reaching my limit now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My chest wasn't too bad in particular, except at the bottom parts again, like the bottom part of the chest and the nipples.
Yeah.
But like,
Nestor tattooed your nipples like 5 times.
Nestor has like the softest touch I've ever had.
He got a super soft touch with the needle. He wipes hard.
Oh, his wiping is god awful.
Yeah.
But like his tattoo application is like really nice. He uses like a good pendulum stroke the entire
only the
time.
tip of the needle.
Yeah. So it wasn't too bad. But doing the nipples, I remember that. I remember he was first 10 minutes in, we're like, here, this is where we started.
Oh.
And he starts going after the nipple. And I was just
going
like,
after it.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I literally told him, like, you got like 10 to 15 minutes of this, and I can't. I'm going to have to stop.
Yeah.
I can't anymore after that.
Move to another spot or something.
Yeah. It was so bad. I was like, that is hot.
Yeah.
That's a hot burn.
When I do the nipples, usually what I do is I just go and beat them up with the needle a little bit, and then I spray them.
Do you?
With lidocaine.
They don't like tighten up on you and like, it's when I
pucker up.
They do.
They'll stay tight the whole time.
Like press
they do, but you can press them. Yeah,
you just like.
This is kind of weird to talk about, but I get the nub and I move it to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then tattoo around it.
Yeah.
And then I move it in another direction and tattoo around it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the wrong idea to spray them, but that's what I did because fools just couldn't handle it. They were just
awful.
like, ugh,
Yeah.
this is metal.
You guys ever tattoo belly buttons?
No.
You know what? I don't think I have.
I blacked out a belly button one time. It was like I just thought it was so cool. Like you know what I mean? You fill the belly button.
I remember
with
watching
ink. I've seen videos of that where they're just
I watched
like,
Kayla do that
just
to Brandon.
lays in there.
oh my god.
She just like dumped ink in there and just
Probably on Jesse. Probably on
and I was
Jesse's.
like, oh my
Dude, he
god.
dumped ink in there. Like took a cap of it and literally poured it in.
Dude, his belly button had like a
you
little
fill
belly
it
button
with
build.
the ink, and then you just shovel it in there.
That's
and
how you do it?
lays in super easy. Way
Yeah,
easier
she
than
just
you would
fucking
think.
smashed that in. I was like, I can only imagine like touching my belly button.
Oh
with that.
god,
Like,
yeah.
couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I remember videotaping it though for him, and I was just like, this is disgusting. It makes me sick, Brandon.
Nicole, you have the side of your head tattooed.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
That's like I'll have to just like we'll have to put a picture up because my hair's covering it right now. But that by far is like the worst tattoo I've had. But like, full disclosure, I really don't have a shit ton of tattoos. So there's other spots that I'm still like really scared of.
Yeah.
But no, that shit hurt so bad. And like, I really didn't think it was going to hurt either because like I shaved my head like a bunch before that. And I would like literally like slap my head. And I'm like, there's really not that much feeling there, you know, like on your scalp. And then I talked to Matt because he's got his head done. And he's like, no, it wasn't bad. And I was
my
like,
easiest one.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, it was great. And I was like, okay, cool. And yeah, no, it was not cool. It was not cool at all, dude. Like, but yeah, like first session we did the line work, and I was like, holy dude, like that's okay. And like I had to go to the bathroom, and I was like a little lightheaded, and I was like, this dude. But so for me, the line work's always like way easier, and then the shading hurts a lot more. But on the front of my ankle, it was the opposite. And I thought like maybe just because this is so bony, maybe the shading will be easier. No, the wasn't, bro. That shit hurt so bad.
Really?
Oh God, it hurt so bad.
How many sessions did you guys split that up?
We did 3. I think we did 4 hours, then 2 hours, then 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, like literally, like it was literally becoming like bordering like unbearable, and I would sit there like on my side, like in the fetal position, and I'd grip my hands like this, and I would just like clench my jaw.
Yo, fetal helps.
It does. It does. You're in your own little world, your pocket.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
I've never been at that point.
Yo, Jared, I'm so sorry, but oh my God. But yeah, it's full color, and he used coils the whole time.
Oh,
like
man.
so it was loud. It was so uncomfortable. It hurt so bad. But the crazy thing about it is it was like insanely painful. But like as soon as he pulled the needle off, nothing. Like, you know how some spots will kind of throb a little bit? Nothing. Yeah, it was like instantly better. So that's what made it bearable, is like if, you know, you go dip his needle back and it's like, oh, I can breathe. And then it was like,
that's kind of how the ribs were for me, where it's like when the needle's in, you're like, okay, now I need to focus on staying still and all that. And your break is when the needle comes out and they dip, and you're like, oh.
Yeah,
that's right. So you have your ribs tattooed, like a good amount of your ribs, I think, up until like
all
your
of them.
armpit.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much the whole, everything from the side down, everything from the side down, and then here and then here.
That looks so
started
painful,
to go
bro.
a little bit onto the ribs, and as soon as we started to go a little onto the ribs, I was like, this is a whole different ball.
Like the lats.
This is right up.
Yeah, the lats are sharp.
Yeah.
The lats to lower back, on the back in particular, lower back to lats is like the more painful part. And then when you go down towards the butt cheeks, for me, it just keeps getting worse. And that was awful.
Well, Nicole's all, you know, I was like slapping it first to see whether or not, you know, it would hurt or whatever. Matt's in the mirror too.
He's slapping his ass.
Get him. Pinching it a little. I like that, you know. Talking dirty to myself. You gonna take that shit.
Oh my God.
Just testing it out.
Yeah, it was awful. The lats are pretty bad though. You can feel it. And then like once you get to the top of the back it was cake. Spine and shoulders, all that's a cakewalk.
Wow.
Anything below that.
Do you guys have your feet
I have
done?
one of my feet done, yeah.
I got my feet to my toe knuckles.
But
it hurts a pretty good amount
of them to know it's not
I have my toe, one of my toes I tattooed. It was sharp as
Yeah, it's sharp. It's
I was
like a knife
whoa.
the whole time.
It hurts. And the worst thing about the feet for me is it was hard to stay still. Because it's not necessarily that it's so painful that you're cringing away from the needle. It's more like an involuntary twitch that happens.
Yeah.
And,
you have that snail, right?
Yeah. I have a snail with a salt shaker being poured on it.
Yeah.
Called assault.
God
with
and
a,
me.
assault with a
James
deadly
ended
weapon.
up fixing my janky ass tattoos.
I did fix some of his foot tattoos, early on.
I had tattooed both my feet when I had first started, the tops of them, and they were pretty janky.
I can't even believe you're able to tattoo your own feet.
Bro, it was so
You were
hard.
like, you're in some Aborigine position.
Yeah. Like I remember my neck just like
knees to chest.
Yeah, I'm getting cramps and I'm like trying to see. I was so pissed. Yeah. So pissed.
All barefoot on the toilet.
Like I'm clipping my toenails and shit. Just like
oh my God.
It was awful. Yeah. I think my toe knuckles were the worst on my feet though. Like the pinky toe in particular. Because when it sits like in a rested position, when it's not on the floor, it like curls in a little, the top of your toe. And so like when you rest, it flattens out. And then when you're tattooing it and when you want it to be displayed, it's at that position. So when they stencil it, you're like tattooing the inside of your toe.
I stenciled my toe like 7 times when I did mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have it's on my ring toe because I'm married to the game. It's the S, like the cool S. It's such a piece of shit. Yeah.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean I always have socks on at the shop at least, but yeah.
Only socks.
Yeah, you just come in your Yeezy slides all the time.
So you don't see it. Oh, yeah, I'm actually married.